Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi, Debbie.
Hello, Faye.
And I think we're having a few little technical issues, aren't we? And have you still got your technical issues? So we hopefully you can hear me and you can see me and you can see Debbie. Hi, Steph. Hi, Nicola. So I'm glad we've got some friends with us because you're gonna have to keep us company. So Debbie is having a few technical issues with her internet connection despite having rang the company several times this week. So Deb, I'm not sure if you can hear me.
Again, black, and I don't know if you can see me.
Well, the screen is buffering, but I wonder if people can tell us if you're tuned in. Can you hear Debbie? Because she is through my phone. We're trying to do a bit of a workaround. So hopefully I will make my screen a bit bigger. You can see Debbie is... Debbie is here. Here you are. Yes.
Oh.
She's back. But I'm hoping if people are tuned in and they're commenting, that you might be able to tell us if you can hear Debbie or not. Can you hear me, Deb?
I can hear you, but just right, but faintly, people are saying. So
faintly.
I don't know if it might be better if I just type.
Oh, right. Well, we're gonna make the most of it. If you're here with us, say hello and we'll talk through what we're doing this evening. So Debbie has got some lovely new cut files, so you can see on the screen there, and I'll do some of the talking, Deb, because I know you've been working really hard on these. So I'll share on our website just so you can see, because all these new cut files are up. Yeah, so people can hear you in the background, Deb. So we're there. At least I can still talk to you. So look at these lovely cut files.
Yes.
So Deb has been super busy making wreaths and rainbows, and I just absolutely love these. I think I want to try this little crochet and knitting needle one. Loving the holly.
Yes.
Loving that one, Deb. And I'm going to keep scrolling down because you've been very busy, haven't you?
I have been very, very busy. Yes.
Oh, it says I'm echoing. That might be something to do with the phone, I think. I'm probably coming out twice. I don't know if people can hear me now. Is that better? I'm hoping. But look at all these lovely cut files. So they're all on the website, and I love these ones, which could be cut from a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock, but also you could make your own stencils. Look at these. That is amazing. So lots to share. I'm going to come back and stop sharing my screen now. And hopefully people will be able to see Debbie if she's back. Yes, you're here. So can you hear us, Deb?
I'm here. I can hear you, but I've switched my speakers up because I can't hear you on your phone anymore.
Okay, great.
Can you hear me?
I think I've had to mute my phone so that people listening don't get an echo.
Okay, so you can't hear me at all.
Right, I'm gonna turn this back up now. Right, can you hear me now, Deb?
Turn the speakers off. Hello.
Right, I think let's stick on the phone because you've definitely not got any sound your end. It's all fun, isn't it? Oh, people can actually hear you, Deb. So hopefully it should be all fine.
Oh.
Right. So sorry for the technical difficulties,
right,
but
so
people
I can show you the
it's all good.
other cut files that I've got. Oh, that's good.
So Debbie, you've got some beautiful cut files to show.
So this easy one, I really want to use this one.
That is gorgeous. Loving that.
The holly one, which everybody's going to be using, aren't they, for Christmas? And
that is, and it's so dainty. It's so sweet.
And I've done, oh, that's the right way up. I've done another pumpkin one.
Fab. In fact, I've got lots of Halloween stuff to scrap that I haven't got round to yet.
And this is the knitting one that I'm really pleased with.
Yeah, that's the one I'd like to have a go at, because I've got some crochet projects that I've started. Maybe over the Christmas holidays I might get a bit more crochet done, but that would be a good one.
And quite a simple butterfly wreath. And
that's gorgeous.
And this one I've had in my head for ages, and I finally found a way, with some help from a friend, how to do it. I wanted to do something like this for a long time. So it's like a quarter rainbow, but it's a book page. You could make it small if you wanted to. This I really wanted.
Beautiful. And
so
I
that's
think
it.
you did learn some extra tips and tricks, didn't you? Because with cut file designing is the kind of thing that you're always learning, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I go to cut group, and there's a really lovely lady there, Judith, who's very knowledgeable in lots of things. And we had a real play and worked out a few things, and then I watched some videos. So that's why I've been so busy.
Oh, fab. And so many lovely new designs now.
So I'm not using the same paper as you because I can't find mine.
Yeah, so I decided to use this one, which is one of your new designs, isn't it? The leaf wreath.
Yes.
Which I love. And I have double cut it. So I cut it from green and I cut it from craft. And then I have just backed it. And I've got a lovely little nature picture. And I thought I might. So I've taken this, an old piece. It's quite old now. Fernwood collection. Vicki Boutin Fernwood. And I thought I'm going to fussy cut this and maybe lay it underneath, I'm thinking. So what you're going to do with yours, Deb?
Yes. Well, you may remember ages and ages ago, this was a yellow background. So we've got a stencil coming soon. It's all designed, but I haven't had time to cut it or upload it on the website. But I've put all the way around the edge. I might add some extra detail on them, but that I'm starting. I'm going back my cut file. I've finished, but I'm not sure I cut them out right. I have to do a little bit of trimming, I think. So I'm going to back these. You've backed yours, haven't you?
Yeah, I've backed mine. I double cut mine, and then I have I've backed them. Oh, I've missed some comments because I was trying to connect to the phone. So, and Julie's trying to get the comments up. There's definitely some Facebook gremlins going around at the minute. Oh, hi, Helen. Glad you could join us. Hopefully, the sound is okay. How is the sound for everyone? Because we're having to do a little workaround because there's some Facebook gremlins or dodgy internet connection. I'm hoping that the sound is okay for everyone. Let us know, and hopefully you can hear both of us. Oh, that's good. All sounds fine. Phew. Oh, thank you, Julie.
Oh, good.
Because there was definitely something my end. So what we're finding on the internet connection we've got is, I think, Debbie, you could hear me, but I couldn't hear you. Oh dear, that's it. It's the Christmas elves. Oh, now the elf on the shelf came back in our house today. And I know you've got some fab elf on the shelf cut files, Deb.
I think I've got a couple here cut out ready. Oh, I have. I've cut out a couple. I've reduced my size. Use. Can you see those?
Oh, they're so
Let me just get
cute.
them out again.
Are they new cut files? So they're not on the website yet?
I thought what I might do. No, they are on the website. But I might reverse and have two little friends.
I love that.
And then I was debating cutting them bigger. I'm not sure. But they're ready to go. It could be for Journal My Christmas, couldn't it?
Yes, we were having a little giggle about Journal Your Christmas, weren't we? Because I started Journal Your Christmas in 2010. So Shamil does a lovely Journal Your Christmas, and I know lots of you do December dailies, and love doing that. But we had a giggle because the Journal Your Christmas email came through, didn't it? And we still didn't even get ours finished from 2010.
I finished.
I think I did finish mine in the end.
I don't
actually
think it's something. Yeah, it's not something I find time to do, which sounds awful. Oh, they're confused with the World Cup. That's brilliant. Got to be a football thing, hasn't there?
Yeah. I must admit, I'm not a huge football fan, but my other half is, but not so into the World Cup, interestingly.
Oh. I think if anything's got a ball, we just watch it in our house. Well, not me.
What was that,
Yeah.
Deb? You do watch it in your house?
Andrew does, I don't.
Ah, yes. We just craft and keep busy.
Yeah. Oh, there's always something to do, isn't there? Always.
Yeah. Always stuff to keep us busy.
Absolutely. I've got the list. The list keeps growing, and I don't seem to get to the bottom of it, which is fine.
Ah, so Nicola, I have a Canon selfie, and they're not too expensive. The printing isn't quite as good as sending away for prints, but for something like a December daily, it's quite handy. You wouldn't want to print all your photos out on it because I don't think they're as good quality, and I'm sure there's other, I mean, the selfies not the best out there. I'm sure Vicki Boutin recommends the Epsom Picturemate, but I think that's a bit more expensive. Don't know if anybody else tuning in has got suggestions for home printing. Oh, that's a good idea, Steph. Just put post-its and page markers, and then you can just send away for them. In fact, I need to do another photo order because I ordered my little ones, which I think I showed on a live before, which are from Post Snap. So these are, oh, there's some little Twilight Twiddles in there. These are from Post Snap, and they are, what are they? 2 inch by 3 inch, and they're kind of matte, and they're on card. They're really good quality, so they're nice just for something different. And then I've shown these on a live before, which are from Super Snaps. So there's lots of different alternatives for printing photos, which are almost like little Polaroids, so they're quite nice. Yeah, Canon selfie is definitely handy. Really quick and easy to set up, and I print from my phone. So it does make it really quick. Yeah. Oh, you've got a selfie on your Christmas list, Nicola. We'll have to do a little post on Facebook, on our Facebook group, maybe about any Christmas crafting gifts that people have got, because I always like to feel inspired or get recommendations from people, finding out what Santa has bought them. So, Debbie, we were just saying that our cyber crop kicks off this Saturday.
It does. Lots of lovely things we planned.
I'm hoping Debbie can still hear me and you can still hear Debbie. It's gone quiet. Can you hear me, Deb?
Can still haven't mastered buying them for their scan and cut. So if I buy some already cut, are they okay when posted without getting crushed? Because we cut them 12 peat spot.
Yeah, that's a great question, Trish. They come wrapped in beautiful pink tissue paper, and we layer them up so that each one is very well protected as it travels to you. And they're easy then to just keep in between those tissue paper sheets until you need them. So yeah, if you're just getting the hang of your machine, you can get some pre-cut ones or try a couple of digital ones.
And we post them in a pizza box so they won't get crushed. They'll all be
safely delivered. Now, I'm not fussy cutting in as much detail as I would usually. I'm kind of just leaving quite a border on this. Oh, hi, Judy. Yeah, we're doing a bit of autumn scrapping. I kind of feel like next week we need to get a bit festive.
Yeah. You've got festive on the list.
Yeah. We need to get some of those Christmas cut files out. Because I don't know about everybody else, but when it gets to January, I kind of don't feel in the mood for Christmas scrapping.
Oh no, I do, because I got my photos by then.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you need to send off for those get those Christmas photos printed, and then you've got some to scrap.
I expect I shall have loads this year if a certain person stands still long enough.
Yes. Because this is his second Christmas, isn't it?
Yes.
But much more aware now.
Oh gosh, I'm much more busy. His favourite now is the dishwasher. Put the dishwasher on and on.
There's no rest.
He's thinking to the dishwasher that I don't even know I did it, so I've just had to switch off.
I love it. Right, my ferns are cut. Let's get all these little bits out the way. Oh, that's good, Steph. So you've printed your part 1 photos, and then you'll do your post-Christmas print afterwards. So I am going to cut this apart a bit and layer it all up. So, 24 days of outfits. So have you got like Christmas outfits, Steph, and then you take photographs every day? I'm totally loving that. That would definitely be. Our house is absolutely decked out, all the front. And we have a little Limax Christmas village.
It's, isn't it?
It is. It is a bit Deb. Yeah.
It's lovely.
It is. My other
the boys love it, don't they?
Yeah, so what are people up to? So starting on Steph's doing the list of all the challenges and prompts. You are good at that with all your coordination of all the challenges. I do love it. Right, so I'm cutting these up because I want to build a wreath with all these bits. And I have also got some of these, which is from another Vicki Boutin collection. What is that from? Anybody remember? Is it Print Shop? Yeah, Print Shop. So I'm thinking I might layer them up. So you're backing your pumpkin, Deb?
I am, and I thought I'd cut them all out, and I've had to trim them all because I went hoping this works now.
Now, the other thing I'm going to use, this is about to go on the website fairly soon, but Debbie has designed a coordinating leaf stencil to go with the leaf cut file. And so if you're building a wreath, then you can actually add some leaves. So I've got a choice. I've got forest moss, which I think is very dark. Rustic wilderness, that's probably closer. What do you think? Or a peeled paint, which is closer to this. Oh, Nicola's fussy cutting. I love it. That is the kind of thing I do in front of the TV.
You fussy cutting, Nicola?
Yeah, what are you working on? I tend to do backing of cut files while watching the TV. So I'm just marking my cut file out so I know roughly where to do some of these stencils. Oh, the poinsettia sheet. That's cocoa vanilla, isn't it? Yeah. They would be fab or fussy cut. So I'm going to do I'm doing some oxide in the evergreen rustic wilderness, and then I am going to do a darker bit with forest moss. Let's get a bit of dimension. That's nice. Then relayer this one back in. Give a bit of shadow. That's quite nice. Let's do the same over here with the oxide first. Okay. Yeah, I find fussy cutting now. I've become a bit more patient with it, Nicola. it is worth it in the end. I used to think, oh, I can't be bothered with this, but actually it is nice when it's done, and it is worth it. I'm a bit quiet. I'm concentrating. So, did anybody have an advent calendar today? Crafty, chocolate. I actually had my first Bramble Fox advent calendar piece. And then it doesn't start again until the 13th. So this was a little treat. And it's fab. Nicola, you love a bit of fussy cutting now. It's quite therapeutic, I find now, and yet I used to just not enjoy it, but yeah, I've been converted, I'll confess. Right.
I wish I'd done an offset and cut all these on the Scan and Cut.
Yeah, you do, Deb. You've got a shortcut.
I really do. Yeah. Sometimes it's easier to just cut them yourself, but being as a really, I should have, if I should have just and fitted better.
Right, a little bit of shadow. I might add a few more leaves in a minute, but that just gives an idea. Just 2 different types of inks, I think, is giving it a bit more definition. Let's see.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, you have to put a picture on the group, Nicola. Steph, you got 6 crafty ones. Oh my gosh, I love it. Now that is a treat for yourself. I'm excited about the Bramble Fox one, I must admit. Right, so look, my leaves have not come out quite enough, so I'm going to have to move some of these out. Bring some out this way. I think maybe my leaves are all going to be covered up. Never mind. This is going to go here. Let's get positioning some of these, I think. Right, some ferns, top and bottom. Almost like you could do the leaf stencils after, possibly. I don't know. I wanted them to show up, but they don't quite stick out. Few ferns. We have this weekend, we're going on the Santa train. So I'm hoping to get some lots of nice photos to scrap. Right. Now I wonder if anybody has wrapped their presents yet or started wrapping. Is that just too organised? Because I definitely haven't.
No, I haven't either.
Yes, so that's a good question, Trish. So on our YouTube channel, so if you find Twilight Crafts and Jennywren Cutfiles YouTube channel, we've got some videos that just talk you through how to back a cut file, and you can see there Debbie is drawing around the outside of the cut file, but then you cut on the inside line, and takes a little while to get the hang of it, and it can be a bit rough and ready, because if I flip mine over, you can see that's just little pieces that I've drawn round and cut out.
So I put some veins on my leaves.
Sorry, Deb, I missed that.
I put some veins on my leaves.
Oh, yes.
Just wondering.
Good idea. I wanted to do some more inking of my leaves, but
What?
It does. Love that. Will probably show up more when you photograph it. It doesn't show up completely strong on camera, but
yes.
Oh yeah, it is the cut files. Once you get into them, Trish, it's fab, and I would definitely recommend having a go, and then watching even a few YouTube videos on how to use your digital cutting machine, because it just takes a little while to. And I must admit, I'm a bit of a convert, because Debbie was definitely more the cut file expert, and I was like, oh, not sure I can get the hang of this. But now I feel like I've got the hang of it.
Yeah.
And our Facebook group is a good place to ask questions, and if you need advice, there's usually somebody who can share some advice and tips and tricks. So Nicola, you're in the same position as me. It's my little boy's birthday, and his party is next weekend, so not this weekend, next. And so just like the thought is just a lot to organize. So it'll all sort itself out. There's a little birthday party going on. What do we think? Some flowers, just fussy cut flowers. These were just left over from another layout I did. I just thought they're too nice not to use. I think I will get my photo stuck down. I'm not going to mount it, I don't think. Don't think so. Oh yeah, it is. It just seems like it is a busy, and I've got lots of family birthdays, Nicola, as well in November. So it seems like you do all of the birthday present family stuff, and then you're like, oh, I've got ideas for Christmas now. Get that straight. Stuck down a bit quick. So are most people tuned in just having a traditional sort of family Christmas at home?
We are.
Something quite nice about that, isn't there?
Yeah, I think so.
Right, yellow. Still haven't stuck the actual wreath down yet because I'm poking these pieces underneath. Got a little bit of red here. Blue. Oh, Debbie, you're going for foam, I can see.
I am. I'm foaming dots.
It's great.
Tangles.
Now, what else did I have out to use? I think I got some of my bramble fox pieces. And then I wasn't even sure if some of this, which is left over, this is Cocoa Vanilla Storyteller. Oh, that's nice. So you've got family round, Nicola. Similar for us.
Oh, that's nice.
Trying to balance this up a bit. Lots of layering in this. And I did want to, so out of the inner pieces of these, I was showing you, Deb, I kept all these little
you
leaves.
were doing a bit 3D, weren't you?
Yeah, I was going to have a go at making them 3D. I've got some craft ones and some green. And you showed us this technique, Debbie. So I've got my little foam pad. And I bought a set of these online, which are these little embossing tools. And then you showed me, Deb, how you just...
And if you haven't got that, you could do it with the bottom of a pencil. I mean, it's a better go. You can use anything round with a rounded tip at the end.
That's a good idea. So when you've shown me before,
Some
you kind of
people
just...
use a pencil as long as it's round. Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah, that's...
Just running the little veins. Nice little technique.
Works really well on flowers as well.
Yeah, I think you showed us with flowers. They look fab. So I don't know whether I want to use some of these or not, but you can see my inked leaves have totally disappeared, so that was a no-no.
Right, to know whether to mount this or whether to do some more leaves.
It looks good on foam, Debbie. Really good. Mounted up on foam.
Might do a black mount. Might try it.
So maybe a little camera there. I did like that little piece. And then I did like this title, which is a bramble fox one, so it says Nature Lover. Thought that was quite nice. Maybe go to title that side and the camera there. Moving stuff around now. What do people think? Title over that side, maybe. And I would like to get my little owl in. Yeah, the foam works. The foam and the shadow works so well, Deb. That you're right, Nicola. It's a lovely effect.
Now I did have a plan to cut. I need to do some shaker ones, but I haven't had time. I'm just looking for some embellishments.
Yeah, love a shaker pocket. Oh, Steph, you've been busy. You looked up. I'm wreath building. I'm thinking that might go there, but so I've taken now the craft inner pieces and I've just made them 3D, and now I'm just building. It's quite good fun, actually. It's kind of an alternative to your Christmas wreath building, but quite enjoyable. Two little brown bits. You know me, Steph, I'm a speedy scrapper, aren't I? Aren't I, Deb? I'm a nightmare.
Yeah.
When I go to crops, people wind me up, don't they? In a nice way.
20 out by the time.
Yeah. They do wind me up in a nice way. So we've got next weekend, we've got our Christmas crop to look forward to, haven't we?
We have. Yes, it'll be very exciting.
Very exciting. It's going to be a busy one. And we have.
I'm not sure these work.
Christmas
I think I better off. I'm not sure it's work. What do you think?
I love the butterfly and the heart. I'm not sure about the paintbrush. What do people think?
Yeah. No, I'm wanting some shaker pocket pumpkins, I think. I think that kind of works across.
Yeah, it does. Lovely.
And the other flowers are a little bit big. They're very, very big.
Isn't it funny, Steph? It's like two friends could be completely different scrappers, and people just work at different paces.
Oh yes. I'm a faffer.
Debbie's always got very creative ways around things and doing things. And so, like, if you can't get an idea, Debbie's got an idea or a technique. And then you ask me for clusterage advice, don't you?
Yeah, because I struggle with putting a lot on a page. I'd be quite happy to leave that there now, but I'm embracing the clusterage now.
Yeah, you are, and you're very good at it.
Well, I'm still learning.
Still embracing the clusterage.
Yeah.
These little brown leaves, you could just keep adding. They're cute. Yeah, I'm definitely probably somewhere with you, because I'm definitely a more, so I think it's a bit of Deb and a bit of me. So I'm fairly quick at, and like to get things finished, but I do more is more, don't I, Deb? Whereas Debbie goes,
and I'm more minimalist, aren't I?
Yeah, you go, oh, that's too much, that's enough now. Whereas I go back into my stash, I'm like, too much, and most people are going, Faye, stop now. It's good time to stop. Don't keep adding more. Yeah, I'm fast and more. Debbie's slow and less. And you and Libby the other way round. Is that so funny? That is funny.
But you like dimension, and I can't do anything in pad cut file.
Very true. You don't like the 3D-ness.
No. I must show you the layout, which is what made me not like it. It's the other layout side to side. It was when I was embracing the 3D-ness and I had beads on title, and it's really
You just got, yeah.
Because it's
not your
damaged
thing, you know.
The layouts. It's just not my thing. Weight of it as well. I want to fit as many as I can a scrapbook album.
So Nicola, you said you get wound up about having a very neat table. Yeah, when we do the lives, it's just like absolute carnage here at the end, isn't it, Deb? And we're like, we sometimes take a photograph and send it to each other because we're working in a very small space. We don't have a lot of space, so like
basically 14 inches.
Yeah.
Literally 14 by 14, and about 6 inches.
Yeah. But Trish, you said you've got lots of papers like this. Definitely an idea with like fussy cutting. So the this was just like little bits left over from a piece of paper I had, and so I just cut those bits out, and then obviously with the wreath you get all the inner pieces. So if you buy them pre-cut, we don't send the inner pieces because there's just too many little bits, so we just wrap them really carefully as cut files. If you cut them yourself, obviously you've got the beauty of cutting it in any type of cardstock, because the pre-cut ones are just white cardstock. But our design team have shown that you can ink the white ones, you can change them, change color, so possibilities are endless.
Yeah,
for both, but definitely worth playing with your machine because it can do so much.
Definitely. And if you share of group, loads of tutorials, and sometimes I'd say it's better to go and watch a Google tutorial than struggle and get, because there are so many things and there's so many helpful people there. There is so many.
Yeah, and actually the Facebook groups that
And
we've
that's
become members
what
of, the Scan and Cut Facebook groups that are purely Scan and Cut users, is so good, because if you get stuck, you can ask a question, and there's so many people on there that can help.
Absolutely. I mean, that's where we found out about the I was finding the Scan and Cut mats not great, and somebody said about putting a kit mat on top. You can only do it versions. It's absolutely fantastic, and we stop ours, don't we?
Yeah.
Because it lasts better and it comes better.
Yeah, Trish, definitely look for Steph's layouts in our Facebook group, because Steph has just pre-cut files from us, and there is just so many things that you can do. So her layouts will just give you a flavour of some of the possibilities. They are fab. Lots of inspiration there, that's for sure. So I'm going to have my little owl, because I can't resist that. He's too cute. Nature Lover is the perfect, and I feel like every layout I do now I have to use perspectives, because I've got the advent calendar and I literally have the monthly subscription, so I've got quite a lot to use up. I'm going to do a few more little brown leaves. Lots to be used. The brown seems to work well. I kept the greens, but the greens is just not quite the right green for this.
Not open to my darker. I haven't used it at all.
Oh, Nicola, that is a really
isn't
good
it?
bit of advice, actually, because in some of the groups I'm in, I must admit they are super expert, and it can feel a little bit daunting as well. So yeah, general scrappy groups like Twilight, for example, where we're just doing some basic, layouts with them, it hopefully isn't too daunting. So that's a good tip. Yeah, I think if you're
and I'd say
starting out,
once you find but it's really good to look on YouTube as well. Find that you like, sort of follow them. I think there's a lady called Jennifer something who does a lot of Scan and Cut one, and her videos are brilliant. She's very good. Can't remember her name, but I'm sure she might run a Scan and Cut group. And there's a lady who's got Paul Lover or something like that. So there are lots and lots of YouTube videos. In fact, once you start, you might not use Scan and Cut at all, because you'll be so busy looking at videos. It's a easy rabbit hole down.
there is a one called the Gentleman Crafter, isn't there? And I'm sure
yes, he's gone more. I think he's gone to paid ones. But he's very good.
And is
I'm
that
not
with
sure
Scan
if he's
and Cut?
on. Yeah, I'm sure he's Scan and Cut, or I don't know if he's branched out with something else now. Yeah, he's very good. And there's a and lady who does lots of prints and jade things. She's Scan and Cut. I follow her on Facebook.
Kate Crane loves her Scan and Cut, doesn't she?
She does loads of prints. Sorry?
Kate Crane.
Yes. She stamps her images and cuts them out, doesn't she? So for her it's brilliant. And it gives such a lovely finish.
Oh, Laura, I felt the same with my Scan and Cut. I felt overwhelmed, and Yeah, I just felt like and also if it doesn't cut well, it's to do with the mat a lot of the time or the settings, and you think, oh, I can't be bothered with this, it's just going to keep going wrong. But just a few basics, once you get going,
it's worth persevering there.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Best thing about my best craft tool I use now. But I'm with you, it can feel a bit daunting. And so just doing something really simple, just one simple cut file to get the hang of it. And even finding the right cardstock. So some of the cardstock is very fibrous and sticks to the mat. So when you try and pull your cut file off, it just doesn't peel off. And it's nothing to do with the machine, it's the type of card. So again, Debbie, you were in some groups and got some advice about the best types of cardstock to use, and that makes a load of difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, it definitely does. And another thing is getting your settings right on your machine, and people on groups can help you with that. There are lots of settings to fuss about with, but you're better off just leaving them on the stock standard how it comes, to be honest.
That's what I do.
And that's the advice that I'm
on the Scan and Cut stock standard 5151, which is like the cut speed and cut pressure, and then I just keep my blade on a 4, and I use the same white cardstock or the same thickness cardstock. So as long as my blade's on a 4, it cuts beautifully. And I just think, right, don't mess with it once you're happy.
Right, so I know the different vinyls I've got. I know what number to have because I've written it down.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about checking it.
So find the settings, stick to it, and I don't think it's really not complicated now. But I can understand it does feel a bit like it. I felt the same when you first get going.
Yeah, it does. But it's really worth persevering. And when you first cut, well, it's so exciting.
Oh, yeah, Julie, I said
the same
step. Wasn't it? Oh, I love what Jackie's done. It's just beautiful. So beautiful. And it was like, and she'd used it as a stencil as well as the cut file. It's just so good. She is super, super talented.
That's looking lovely, Faye.
It's like, it's just come together, hasn't it? And it's not been tricky. It's not been not too tricky. And we're on 9 o'clock.
Yeah, or not?
You know me, I'm just adding little bits. I'm like, oh, I've got some little wooden hearts. I could add some. I just could keep going. So, Steph, it's the same. I could just keep going. I've got green enamel dots. Shall I put enamel dots? And then it's like actually gets to the point where you just go, right, leave it now. Leave it. Oh, thank you, Julie. Yeah, Nicola, I'm with you. I changed the if the card is really thick, then I just up the settings and sometimes if it hasn't cut completely through, I do a double cut and run it through twice.
Yeah, I always check it by pulling up the card first, and then you can do a second cut without wasting your paper.
Yeah. Right, okay, I can't resist. I'm putting just a couple of tiny little enamel dots. Look, tiny, just a few. Like, that's enough, Faye. Just a couple. When you've got stash, lovely. Just got to be used. Using the stash. And then I promise I'll stop after this. There. Just a few little bits. Nice. What do we think? It's enough? Is that enough? Oh dear.
It is enough, Faye.
Yeah, I do, Nicola. Just get the and that's why I love cutter bees, because you can. They're just such fine tips. Just get in there to snip. Or I do have a little craft knife if I just need to just run through. But it's rare. It normally cuts first time. Wow, that was
since we've been using the cricket mats on the top. They cut first time, don't they?
Yes. So I think that's our hour of crafting done. I think we're just about there. Lovely to see you all, well, chat with you all. It's been great to chat. Hopefully our sound was okay and we managed to get through it all. And we'll see you. So the Cyber Crop starts on Saturday with our first challenge, but also on Sunday evening we're going to set up a little Facebook room. And so the cameras won't be down on the desk. We just use a little video call, and you can just sit and have a craft and a chat. So, which is kind of nice rather than just typing messages. So if you are around Sunday evening and you want to join us in the Facebook room, that would be lovely for an hour and a half. And then Debbie and I are back for a live next Thursday. But we've also got lives from other guests. We've got Cal Summers joining us. We've got some of our lovely design team going live. So lots happening in the next week. So great. Thanks for joining us, everyone. And we'll see you again soon.
Thank you for joining us.